Hey guys, what's up? So today we'll be installing Java. We'll just be going into the basics of it, like for now, like because it's my first video like ever. So Java itself is a general purpose multi-platform class-based object-oriented programming language and computing platform developed by James Gosling and first introduced by Sun Microsystems back in 1995. Now we'll be proceeding to install Java. So to download Java, be very careful not to visit this site. This is a very popular site that a lot of people get confused with the actual Java JDK website. This site is actually meant to download the JRE, the Java Runtime Environment. What that is basically a piece of software used to run Java applications. The Java JDK is used to create applications. The JRE is used to run them. But inside the JDK, is the actual copy of the JRE program. So head over to this site right here. Everything is going to be in the link in the description. So as we can see, we scroll down, we see the options for Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Click on Windows, make sure to download the correct ones. The 64-bit installer. We download that. Simple, wait a bit. Okay, it's completed. All right. So what we're gonna do, at the downloads, JDK, install that. SC. Okay, so Java SC development kit. So SC stands for Standard Edition. Okay, next again, and there we go. It's loading. Status. Okay, so we don't need to click on next steps. For next steps is like some API documentation if you want to read that, but if you don't want to, you can easily skip it. So it's basically installed right now on our computers. Okay, and if you're having doubts about whether or not the program was installed correctly, you can head to your command line tool. I have PowerShell that I use on a regular basis, so I can enter Java-version, and that will verify whether it's installed. As you can see, I have version 17.0.2. So now for the second part, we basically have to add the program link to the Java path variable. So when installing Java, it's important to paste the URL of the Java bin folder to the paths in order for your operating system to know where it refers to when executing commands from a command line. That's very important. And it's just going to make your life as a programmer in Java a lot easier. So what you want to do is head to your local disk that's the JDK's in. Most likely going to be program files because that's default. You head to that, then you head to Java. You head to Java 17.1. Ignore the one up here. You aren't supposed to have that. This is JavaFX. It's a third-party front-end framework for Java for making basically making a front end for your backend code. So JDK, go on bin, copy the bin link right here. Then exit out of that. We go into system. Head to advanced system settings, then environment variables. All right. Then we want to find the paths variables. Just extend that. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Paths, edit. So keep in mind, everything will be done down here in the second bottom window. We click edit. Then we click new, then Control V to paste right here. Boom, easy. So here it links directly to the bin folder. Okay, now we want to create a Java home variable. So we'll go on new and do like this, Java dash, and then we post the link again. We paste the URL link, but we delete the bin. So there we go, and then we click OK again, click OK again, and it should be working perfectly fine. So to test how the path variable would make a difference, when we use a text editor or a code editor, we can use the command line to execute code. So we'll do java c the file type test.java. We compile that, and then we execute it with java test. And there we go. Runs perfectly fine. Or if you have VS Code, you'll most likely get access to a bunch of shortcuts, such as the run shortcut that can easily do this. Simple.